Hello everyone, in this video I'm going to teach you how to find the luckiest years in your life. And it's a very simple snapshot technique that you can just look at someone's hands and within seconds you'll find out what are the lucky years for them and what are the unlucky years for them. At the very end of this video, after I explain all the theory with this, I'll even teach you how to find the luckiest months within those lucky or unlucky years too. Now the technique itself is actually pretty simple. What I want you to do is have a look at a person's right hand and look at the phalanges of each hand. They're the bits of your fingers there. So what we do is we ascribe 1 year to each of these knuckles in this way. So the index finger, the first phalange there becomes 1, or the first year of your life. Then we get 2, 3. Then we hop across to the ring finger and we go 4, 5, and 6. Then on the pinky, the ages of 7, 8, and 9. Then the middle finger has the ages of 10, 11, and 12. So these are the first 12 years of your life. And to find out which areas or which years are lucky and which years are unlucky, I want you to have a look at the vertical line. So the area with the most vertical lines, that year is going to be the luckiest year in that sequence of 12 years for you. And conversely, the period that's got the most horizontal lines on it, that's going to be the unluckiest year for you. So if you look at this person's hand, you see all the vertical lines on the pinky finger? That means that the ages of 7, 8, and 9 were very fortunate and lucky for her. Whereas if you see the horizontal lines over here, here, and here, that means the age of 2 wasn't a good one for her, the age of 5 wasn't very good, and neither was the age of 11. And we can actually fact check this against the Saturn line itself. So if you have a look at the base of the Saturn line, we should be expecting to see a positive growth over there between the ages of 7 to 9. And if you look over here, you see this branch that cuts into the Saturn line. That happens at about the age of 7. So the information we're getting from the fingers is actually verified over here as well. And then to make sure that the ages of 11 was a tough year for her, we can see the Saturn line crossing the Mercury line over here. That's always a negative sign whenever that happens. It means a period of financial struggle for your parents. And that was the thing that caused her suffering during her younger years. Okay, so those are the first 12 years of your life. What happens after that? What you want to be doing is going back to the very beginning and adding more numbers to this. So where the age of 1 takes place, we make that the age of 13. And then 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, all the way around till we get to 23 once again. So the period of your life that determined the luck at the age of 1 also correlates to the age of 13. And once again, you can say that let's say she was lucky at age 7, if we plus 12 years onto that, that means she should have been lucky at the age of 19, 20, and also 21. They should have been some of the best years in her younger adult life. And coming across to the Saturn line, just to verify this information, we can actually see an upward branch coming off her Saturn line at around about that age. So the information that we're getting off the fingers is verifiable over this one line itself. So let me show you another example over here. On this hand, we can see lots of vertical lines on the bottom phalanges of each finger. The middle phalanges have lots of horizontal lines on them, and the top phalanges have no lines at all. So how do we interpret this? This guy over here is going to go through a period in his life where he's got 1 year of good luck, followed by an average year, followed by 1 year of bad luck. And it's just going to be a recurring theme throughout his life. The age of 3, it's going to be a good year. Age of 4, neither good nor bad. 5, not a good year at all. So a lot of people get caught up in these cycles or these patterns throughout their life. They're not sure like when to begin a new project, when to slow down with work or with family and those sorts of things. If you can look at these parts of your hand, identify the patterns in your life that you're caught up in, you can actually start to plan things accordingly to make things occur in a more harmonious manner. One thing I do want to say about this specific technique I'm giving you, I'll get to the theory on it in just a minute, but I want to show you some variations of other systems out of Indian palmistry that are a little bit like this. So there's one system that ascribes a different age to each knuckle, but it does it in a different way. The top phalange of the pinky on the right hand becomes the age of 1, then you go 2 and 3, then you go 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, all the way up until you get to 12. And then they add years onto the thumb. So that becomes 13, 14, and 15. Then they switch over to the other side of the hand. They go 16, 17, 18, all the way around until we get to the age of 30. This system is all well and good. I personally don't think it's the one that works best, but I'm just giving this to you because it is out there in other systems of palmistry. There's an even more ancient variation of this one, and they describe the ages this way. So the age of 1 is at the bottom of the pinky, then 2 is middle of the pinky, 3 is top of the pinky, and so on and so forth. I want you guys to learn the theory to this, so don't just believe it because I say it. Let me show you why things work out the way they do, at least in this 12-year sequence rather than a 15 or 30-year sequence. The key to understanding this is to understand the planet Jupiter as it transits different zodiac houses. The thing with your phalanges is they actually represent a different zodiac sign. So this is Aries, Taurus, and Gemini, for example. And so it takes Jupiter 1 year to go through one zodiac sign, another year to go through another zodiac sign, and another year, a third year, to go through the third zodiac sign. So when we say that 1 year is going to be lucky for you, we're actually talking about the transit of Jupiter over 1 point on your hand. If we look back over here, as Jupiter transits each area of your hand, it's going to bring either positive energy or it's going to activate negative energy. That's how you can tell which is the good years and which is the bad years on a 12-year cycle. But the bigger picture here is that all of us humans are caught up in a 12-year Jupiterian cycle. Think of your age right now and take 12 years off of that age and think of the key themes in your life going on at that point in your life versus what's going on in your life right now. I think you'll find some degree of similarities. If 12 years ago your son was born, you'll find that you're creating a new project in your life right now. Maybe you're buying a house or creating a business or something like that. There'll be the creation of something new in your life exactly 12 years after that initial event. This is going to be a theme for everyone at every point in their lives. So technically you don't even really need to see the lines on the hands to do this. You can just go off numerology. If you know someone's age at, I don't know, let's say they're 35, take 12 years off that age to make them 23, ask them what was happening at their life at 23. Then you can make similar predictions on what's going to happen to them at 35. See how that works? Now, if you have any questions on this, leave them in the comment section below. And if you did learn something, then hit like, because that helps our channel out. If you want more palmistry videos just like this, subscribe to us. Thanks a lot, guys.